Hello, folks. Welcome to the Hello World, podcasting with Magdalena. How is everybody doing? Listen, thanks for tuning in, and welcome to my podcasting. For those who are new, I just wanted to let you know, my podcasting is about personal growth, development, mastering ourselves, figuring out who we are in this unbelievable, challenging times, and sharing information with each other. And in the meantime, using actually astrology for the personal and collective GPS. And it's always kind of good to know, where you can actually reference yourself and check out the stars where they are or what direction they may go. And so that can actually kind of give us a hint and a little idea what we may end up to face or challenges. So, as always, my favorite question: how are you guys doing, and how are you handling this unbelievable, intense, deep, intense energies? Why I am saying this is because, oh my God, so much Cancer energy is just absolutely incredible. Actually, not just Cancer, but a water energy. So let's see what I'm looking for today to share with you, and what will end up to be the focal point here. As I was thinking, it's like, yeah, no matter how I'm turning, as I'm saying this in these last couple of podcasting, it's ending up to be in the very same direction. The change, transformation, cleaning up. Change, transformation, cleaning up. So, and I have to say this, this will not, change until actually next year. As I've been talking about, recently, this whole preparation, for the stage, for the 2020, for the shifting to the new cycle. It's getting very intense because there is a lot of stuff going on. It is a lot going on the individual level, but also on the collective level. And if we wanted to kind of, zoom in what is really going on the collective level, is that we are getting actually faced with this unbelievable challenge that is thrown in front of us from so many aspects, by the, how should I call them, clowns. Whatever, the dark energies, whatever you want to call it. I just have to kind of watch my words because this is huge censorship. Since we are dealing with an incredible amount of censorship, and channels are getting shut down left and right. The freedom of speech is getting absolutely, cut off or suppressed. And this is actually the biggest challenge here. What we would kind of call this, the duality energy here, the yin and yang, and light or dark. We are seeing this unbelievable escalation of these dark energies. From one, they are recognizing that they are actually getting more and more exposed. People are really, waking up. And so it's not in their favor. They don't like to be, put on the spot. It's almost look like, people are pulling the curtain. Look like in the Wizard of the Oz, and see who is behind the curtains and what's really going on. So, yeah, we really can say that, Dorothy, we are not in the Kansas anymore. This whole challenging, this actually transformation and this battle between these two energies is incredible intense. From one side we have individuals. They are really, trying to break down the old pattern or old programming. And on the other side, we have this control system that is, absolutely challenged because, we are putting so many stuff in their gears and interfering, you know. We've been seeing this suppression of the, what's the name, freedom of the speech. They are rolling out so many technologies that will, put humanity in this absolute, incredible, challenging situations, and we will end up to be forced to make choices. And I hope that humanity will actually choose the freedom here and not allow themselves to actually enslave them so much. I am not going more into this detail because there are some other people who are doing much better job on that. And I would say, go check out You Are Free TV and check out her material from June 25th. And another thing is what I would like to actually introduce you to. I've been actually mentioning Thomas William from Truth, Honor, and Integrity podcasting. And I will actually give you the website that you can actually check out with much more information and just to see, how people are trying to work together and, support and create change. The website is actually thinkdifferent.thepeoplesclub.org. And I would say if you go into the podcasts and you can scroll down and go to the all podcasts and check out from the June 20th podcast, please. There's an unbelievable huge amount of incredible information. And then after that, you can go to the most listened shows. And when you click on the most listened shows, scroll down. Actually, I'm doing myself this. Scroll down until you come down to the most listened series 12, the special, THI special, _ Clowns in Panic. You would love it. Okay. And there are many other, amazing things podcasting. They are really actually addressing the situation, what's really going on, and just bringing to the light all these hidden agendas, because it's very intense. That's why I'm kind of saying this, showing you actually that would be beneficial for you to kind of check out. So, and for the astrological point, okay, we have right now a Sun in Cancer, a Moon in Aries, Mercury in Aries, in Leo, Venus in Gemini, Mars in Cancer, Jupiter retrograde Sagittarius, Saturn retrograde Capricorn, Uranus in Taurus, Neptune retrograde in Pisces, Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, Chiron in Aries, True North Node retrograde in Cancer, and True Lilith in the retrograde in Pisces. So I'm actually very excited right now. You can actually feel the difference slowly in the energy. even though it's a lot of, still Cancer and a lot of emotions, opposing actually the Capricorn, this, water with a lot of emotion opposing the earth, and the solidity, you know. So I'm being excited, to see that Mercury just went in Leo, and Mars is going in Leo also on Monday. Yay, hurrah! Endlich, endlich, that's German. Finally, sorry, it means the same. Um, uh, things. Finally, we are actually kind of picking up slowly the fire energy. Um, it does not mean that will be less intense, but it will not be so soaky, watery. That's what I'm saying. Just to prepare you folks, this whole year until, next year, it will be intense. No doubt. But what we have to actually take in consideration is this, folks. We've been going through this transition for years and years and years, and we are actually coming to the very focal point, okay? And this is right now pushing full force. On the other side, what is very important to still pay attention to it is that because we have a North Node in Cancer, that's a lot of emotions, and also dealing with the memory. But not enough to deal with the memory. On the other side, we have actually Lilith in Pisces. And Lilith in Pisces is actually showing us about, ourself, parts of ourself. There are still somewhere hidden that we didn't want to deal with it for whatever reason, because they are too painful, too whatever. But folks, these are the part of ourself that needs to be integrated. Okay. The reason why is that if we kind of just look right now at this world stage, I'm saying this for quite a bit right now, that people always think, you have to be positive, you cannot, forget the negative and just, push away. But guess what? I've been talking for a long time about this. What happens with these negative energies? Since we know that we cannot destroy energies, they have to go somewhere. So they go into the subconscious, or they go outside in the world and get, clustered with those, with people who are still in the shadow, with people who are still dealing with those unresolved issues and who are actually stagnating and not able to move. And look at this. I mean, if you really look right now at the world scene, you will recognize this is something that we've been there before. These are old cycles. These are old stories that we are repeating over and over and over again, folks. And I would say this, right now, this is a perfect place, work with Lilith in Pisces, and kind of embrace those aspects, because if we can heal that or integrate that part, that can actually help with a North Node in Cancer to shift the memories, meaning, or actually, to heal the memories. And if when we heal the memories, then actually we can, because it's the North Node is in Cancer. If when we work with this, we can actually help with the South Node, and then from South Node we can bring back actually to the North Node and integrate those aspects. Because right now the south node is very intense. You can see it. Capricorn authorities all over the place. No matter what you are looking,